Hello children, welcome to my class. In this class, we will discuss what is a chemical change, how to write a chemical change using the molecular formulas, and what are reactants, what are products, and how to write a chemical equation for a chemical change. Good morning children. See, in our day-to-day life, we observe so many changes. Okay, some changes are temporary, some changes are permanent. For example, you take the case of melting of ice. Okay, melting of ice. Actually, ice is a solid form. Okay, when ice melts, it converts to water. If you boil the water, it converts to vapor state. Are you clear about that one? So, what is happening? There is the change in the state. Okay, solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Again, if you cool the gas, water vapor, it condenses and you will get the water. Okay, next, if you further cool water, you will get ice. Are you clear about that one? So it is a temporary change. Next, if you observe burning of magnesium ribbon, you will get white ash. Magnesium ribbon burns with white dazzling light, and at the end product you will get white ash. That white ash is nothing but magnesium oxide. So you can't get back the initial substances. Here the change is permanent. Are you clear about that one? So physical change and chemical change. The change which is a permanent change is considered as the chemical change. You take the case of digestion of food. The food which we take gets digested and converts into energy. Okay, that energy is utilized to perform daily activities. Are you clear about that one? Next, you take the case of photosynthesis. Plants prepare their own food, okay, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll as the catalyst. Are you clear about that one? So these are all the permanent changes. These permanent change in which a new substance with different properties, completely different properties, are formed is known as what we call it chemical reaction. What is the definition of chemical reaction? A chemical reaction or a chemical change in which new substances with complete different properties are formed. Complete different properties are formed. Now listen to me. So this one is a permanent change. Okay. For example, you take the case of magnesium. It burns in the presence of oxygen. You will get white ash, magnesium oxide. Next one, carbon plus oxygen, you will get carbon dioxide. carbon dioxide. Hydrogen plus oxygen water. Are you clear? Now if you observe these permanent changes, magnesium is in solid state, oxygen is in gaseous state. Next, magnesium oxide, white ash, is also in solid state. So it is entirely different. Okay, you can't get back magnesium and oxygen from magnesium oxide again. So the change is permanent. And new substances are formed. Here also, carbon plus oxygen. Carbon is a solid and oxygen is a gas. Carbon dioxide is a gas. Are you clear? New substance is formed. Initial substances are carbon and oxygen. Here hydrogen is a gas and oxygen is a gas. Water is a vapor. It is not a liquid. Okay. When you react hydrogen and oxygen, you will get water vapor. Water vapor, not liquid water. Water vapor. So this one is in liquid state. It is in gaseous state. Are you clear? Water vapor is in gaseous state. Are you clear about that one? So complete new substances are formed at the end of the reaction. Okay. So this permanent change or this chemical change in which complete new substances with different properties are formed is considered as chemical reaction. Okay. Now observe this one. Magnesium and oxygen. Next, here carbon and oxygen, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, these are the initial substances. Means before the reaction, these two substances react or they take part in the chemical reaction. These initial substances are known as what we call them? Reactants. What we call them? Reactants. Next, at the end of the reaction, new substances are formed here. These are considered as products. So in a chemical reaction, the initial substances which take part in the chemical reaction are known as the reactants, and the new substances are the new products, are the new things, are the new substances that are formed are known as the products. So in a chemical reaction, observe this, reactants are always written on the left hand side of a chemical equation, and the new substances that are formed at the end of the reaction are always written on the right hand side. Are you clear about that one? Reactants and products both are separated by a directed arrow. So the direction of the arrow always indicates in which direction the reaction is taking part. Okay, from these substances are formed. Are you clear? For example, you observe this reaction, another reaction. Here I am writing hydrogen. Here hydrogen plus iodine. Okay, listen to me. You will get hydrogen iodide. Hydrogen iodide. See this one. Here two arrows are there. Are you clear? It means these are the reactants. If I indicate like this, these are the reactants. Hydrogen iodide is formed. After some time, hydrogen iodide decomposes to give hydrogen and iodine. Are you clear? For the first instant, these are the reactants. Okay, the hydrogen iodide is the product. If I take hydrogen iodide, gives rise hydrogen and iodine, this one is the reactant and these two become the products. Are you clear? Do you understand the concept? So what is a chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is a chemical change in which new substances with different properties are formed. Okay, this one is the permanent change. Okay, these are all the examples. In a chemical reaction, we have to remember one thing: the reactants are defined as the substances that are taking part in the chemical reaction. The initial substances, next the new substances which are formed after the reaction are known as the products. Okay, reactants are always written on the left hand side and the products are always written on the right hand side, and these two, that is reactants and products, are separated by a directed arrow. The direction always indicates the direction in which the reaction is taking place. The direction in which the reaction is taking place. Are you clear? This is definition of what is a chemical reaction. Are you clear? Next, I told you melting of ice is a physical change. Melting of ice is a physical change. Melting of wax is a physical change. Melting of wax is a physical change. Next one, if you observe this candle, burning of the candle, observe this. Let us assume this is the candle. So, candle burns and gives the light. Candle burns and gives the light. See, burning of candle is a different case. Here, physical change is there and chemical change is there. Both physical and chemical change is involved here. Because this one, wax is a solid form. Okay, wax converts to liquid form. Okay, only physical changes take place. Whereas when the candle is burning, what you will get? Carbon dioxide is formed and water is formed. Carbon dioxide and water is formed. New substances are formed. So this one is a chemical change. So burning of candle is a physical change, at the same time chemical change. Are you clear? Make a note of it. Right, you start. Now listen to me. See, I have written the equation: hydrogen plus oxygen gives rise, what is that? Water. Now, this equation, this chemical equation is known as, what we call it, a word equation. What we call it? A word equation. Why it is known as the word equation? Why it is known as the word equation? The substances that are taking part in the chemical reaction and the new substances that are formed in the chemical reaction are written using the words. Are you clear? That's why it is known as the word equation. Okay, if you represent the chemical equation using the words, then it is known as a word equation. Okay, instead of writing the chemical equation in words, what I am doing, I am using the molecular formulas of the reactants and the products. Then it is known as, what we call it, chemical equation. So what is a chemical equation? The symbolic representation of a chemical change, using the molecular formulas of the substances, that are taking part in the chemical reaction and the new substances that are formed in the chemical reaction. Are you clear? So the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction using the molecular formulas of the reactants and products is known as, what we call it, chemical equation. Are you clear? The symbolic representation of a chemical change or of a chemical reaction using the molecular formulas of reactants and products. Remember one thing, while writing the elements that are taking part in the chemical reaction, you have to remember to write the atomicity. For example, you take the case of hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen is an element. The symbol of hydrogen is H. But one atom cannot take part in the chemical reaction. So what is the atomicity? Its atomicity is 2, H2. Are you clear? Next one, oxygen symbol is O, but its atomicity is 2. Are you clear? While writing the elements, you have to remember the atomicity. Hydrogen, the symbol of hydrogen is H, but its atomicity is 2. Okay, so while writing the elements, you always mention the atomicity. But at the same time, while writing the compounds, remember the valency. Are you clear about that one? So what is the new compound formed? Water formula is, what is the formula of water? Actually hydrogen is there, oxygen is there. So in 9th class you studied, its valency is 2, hydrogen valency is 1. By crisscross method you will get like this, that is H2O. Are you clear? Do you understand? Okay, while writing the compounds, you have to remember the valency. While writing the elements, you have to remember the atomicity. Are you clear? Do you understand the concept? Okay, next one. See, another one I am writing here. Nitrogen reacts with hydrogen to give ammonia. Ammonia is a new compound. These are the initial substances. So what is the symbol of element nitrogen? N. What is the symbol of hydrogen? But its atomicity is 2. Here also its atomicity is 2. Okay. What is the compound formed? Ammonia. NH. Nitrogen is there and hydrogen is there. Are you clear about that one? So its valency is 3. Are you clear? Its valency is 1. By crisscross method, what you will get? NH3. Do you understand? So in a chemical reaction, while writing the elements, you always remember its atomicity. While writing the compounds, you always remember its valence. Are you clear? So what is a chemical equation? A chemical equation is the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction. Using the, what is that? Molecular formulas of reactants and products. Okay, molecular formulas of the reactants and products. Are you clear? Okay, while writing, for elements you have to remember the atomicity, for compounds you have to remember the valency. You studied in 9th class now, crisscross method. Okay, so using the crisscross method you have to write the formula of the compound. Are you clear? Okay, so here you didn't find any words here. Do you find any word? No, I use the symbols. I have written molecular formulas of the initial substances and final products formed. Are you clear? So this one is known as the chemical equation. So what is a chemical change and chemical equation? Try to understand. Chemical change, any permanent change in which new substances with complete different properties are formed is known as chemical change. Okay, a chemical change, if it is written using the molecular formulas of the reactants and products, then it becomes a chemical equation. Are you clear? Make a note of it, right?